Welcome to Pimp My Setup Highlights, episode number 43. The first setup was submitted by Javier.
This is what I'm thinking. At least to me, this looks like a 5.1 surround system. You can hear people coming up from behind you, and it gives you a pretty good competitive advantage. But if they're all stuck in the same place, they're not going to do you any good. Maybe consider mounting them on the wall behind you or getting little stands. They're pretty cheap. And then move the ones that are on top of the left and right monitors to where the ones on your desk are. Because then you have a true surround sound rather than just surround sound put together as if it were stereo.
To mount your monitors and free up a lot of space where the stands are, and that center one you could just lay down underneath that middle monitor. Javier walked away with a 79. The next setup was submitted by Vittorio.
And in typical European fashion, I think it's a pretty small room he's working with.
Definitely.
I mean, the chair is basically on top of the bed. It's a little weird, and maybe because of that, he has the keyboard off center, and it looks like the mouse is clear on the right, like his arms are at a 90-degree angle. Because by the time you're on the QWERTY of the keyboard and your mouse is clear over here, you're legit like almost flying.
Yeah, that's not comfortable. But you know what I have to say? The only problem with having such amazing LEDs is your cable management for your monitors is not good. It's not even existent. Vittorio walked away with a 73. Coming up next, we have RJ.
RJ, you're a wonderful mother. Please let him put his protein powder in somewhere else than his room. RJ, your speaker arrangement sucks, okay? Do not stick them behind monitors. Do not stick them at different angles. Do not put... The best way to get good sound from your speakers is to put them in front of anything, make sure nothing's obstructing it, and make them equidistant from each other and yourself. So make a triangle.
The desk is just not, it's just not going to work. Yeah.
RJ, you need a new desk, bro.
Exactly. But what are you going to do when you lose that left monitor because it folds over and smashes?
Game hard, monitors fall hard.
Yeah, that's now a saying, I guess. Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is now.
RJ walked away with a 50. The next setup was submitted by Nathan.
First of all, your cables are just no. You need to figure that out. That's a mess. Get yourself some Tech Flex. Buy one of those fancy little Matt Philly cable holder patented IKEA systems.
Yeah.
The Lacoste box, I don't know what that is, but get that off your desk.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Keep it on your t-shirt, not on your desk, okay? On your polo.
You have boards.
Yeah.
If you keep all the cables above the board,
oh man,
you're set.
Possibilities are limitless.
Exactly. Nathan walked away with a 63. This setup was submitted by Jeremy.
Here's the thing about having a desk with a drawer. Bro, you've got a drawer.
Yeah.
Put crap in the drawer.
You know, the one thing that would make this setup look great, if you take all the tips that we told you about, implement them, would be having two of the same exact displays, or whoa, get an ultra wide. Oh my God, that would look amazing right there.
I can't do multiple monitors. I know you've got them in your setup. It's disorienting and distracting. It's overwhelming for me.
Jeremy walked away with a 79. Coming up next, we have Harry.
Come on, Harry, man. Your room is like a dungeon, which if that's what you're going for, that's good, I guess. But
the worst part is the monitor cable management. You put so much time into like really caring about underneath that you don't care about above. That's the thing though. These people, they spend so much time on making underneath look so good that they forget that, you know, there's other parts of the setup that still need your love. Harry walked away with a 79. The next setup was submitted by Jake. Because he doesn't have a lot of room space. He shares it with his wife and it's in his bedroom, which is why he can't really expand. It looks great.
He's got like 9 USB ports on the front. That's like as many as my Mac Pro has times 2.
And I really wish I could see it in a bigger situation because it looks like it's even hard for him to fit his speakers in the right spot. Cable management's pretty damn good. Jake walked away with a 70. The next setup was submitted by Solomon.
Okay, Solomon, first of all, that chair next to you, that recliner that looks like it's from the 70s, I'm sure it's very comfy. You can leave it there, but get the cables off the top of it, bro. Just get stuff off your desk, you know? Not that there's much on there, but...
And also, the last thing, the cables, obviously. Solomon walked away with a 52. Coming up next, we have James. But yeah, the one thing that I find a little bit weird about this setup is like the positioning of the displays. Oh,
The speaker placement is a little odd, but it works.
That's
They
what I was
look
gonna
they're
ask,
tilted,
yeah.
But it's fine. I would actually make them a little less directional. So rather than pointing them into each other as much, I'd point them a little more outward.
and really the cable management, dude, those 2 wires.
James walked away with a 73. This next setup was submitted by Carson.
Yeah, go for it.
That deer head is absolutely terrifying. Oh, by the way, look at this. Look on the floor there, Matt Philly. See by the subwoofer, there's like a little metal. It looks like a spoon. Is that a spoon or a fork? It looks to be a spoon.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. I think that's a spoon. That it was submitted during Christmas time, and that's a reindeer. Which makes more sense.
Still creepy.
Carson walked away with a 69. The next setup was submitted by Dylan.
Same thing with that big old wad of cables going down to the power supply. Tech Flex that baby. Not a sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, you're making it a thing, though. That's
We're giving them like millions of dollars right now.
Yeah. So, what's your thought on the placement of these? Because I don't know.
Bad.
If that's
No.
good.
Naughty. Bad boy.
Yeah.
Monitors are especially touchy.
Dylan walked away with a 74. Next and final setup was submitted by Edwin.
So, how about that light bulb? Because you're one to talk about lights. What do you?
Okay, I feel like at night it would feel like you're in some kind of sex dungeon lair because it's so dark.
You know, okay, so this is something funny I just realized. He's from Sweden, right? But down in the bottom left, is that a like American flag blanket? You know,
Yes.
people know
He's
how I
using
feel
the-
about that.
He's using the Matt Philly cable management system.
That's what it
Patented
should
by
be.
Matt Philly. Available at IKEA.
Edwin walked away with first place and a score of 88. Coming up in second place, we have a 3-way tie between Javier, Jeremy, and Harry. But after running a quick poll during the live show, Javier walked away with second place. Thanks for watching this Pimp My Setup highlight for episode number 43.